Traders, gold game over. That's it. It is all over for gold. That's it. We're all done. We're all dusted. It is going to completely have a short-term drop out of the markets. And that's what I want to talk with you guys about in this video today. I want to talk to you about the gold market in particular, because there's a few things I also want not only talk to you about this, but share something with you. But why you should be expecting just a little bit more volatility and why we can see what's likely to happen. And I want to teach you one simple technique that's going to help you understand when we go through these different phases. Now, let me explain something to you here. I'm going to bring up this chart here, right? So you see three moving averages, right? All three moving averages. Now, I want to share something with you here that I think is really, 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 really important. In the past, I've talked to you about the different phases in the markets, okay? So the market goes through these what we call energy phases, right? We go through what? We go through the energy using phase where the market's buying the energy up, the market's using energy, and then we eventually come out of we come to a point where we start to run out of energy, and that's when the market pulls back or has a little bit of drop, and then the market starts to use the energy, and then the market goes sideways, and then building energy, and we go up, right? You see, this is how markets actually up, down. See that through there, right? So it just goes through what? It just goes through these different phases from here, right? And even from an overall basis, we can see using energy, building energy, using energy, building energy, using energy, right? So you see that from an overall flow basis. But here's one thing I really want to share with you that I think is going to be really, really cool. It's going to really help you, right? Whenever I'm looking at the market, I'm trying to see, okay, I understand that. I understand that whenever we go through what's happening right now in gold, right? We're in a what? We're in a energy using phase. And we've been in an energy using phase since the start of the year. Been 2 months. That's why we're going to experience some form of a sideways or a drop. You think not? Oh, you think not? Oh, well, say that to the Tesla investors. Right? What's happened with Tesla recently? Have you seen Tesla? Let me just bring up Tesla here for a minute. Oh, no, John, Tesla's going to keep going up because... Okay, you get the point what I'm trying to say here, right? Anyway, let's go back to gold here for a minute. And I want to share something with you. So whenever I'm looking at these markets, I see, okay, we have these energy phases, right? And typically whenever we're in this energy... Let's go to here. Typically when we're in this energy building or energy using phase, and then we start to go through this energy building phase, right? So we have the two different phases. Typically what we'll see, and not all the time, but we start to see I've got my shorter moving average. This is my 9 moving average on the screen. Now what you will see is a lot of the times, especially if we're in a very strong bull phase, when I'm trying to see the best, whenever I'm trying to see when are we likely to start to go through this energy building phase, right? Because the market, as you know, as I said before, that's what the market does, right? It goes energy using, energy building, energy using, energy building, energy using, right? So we go through these, especially when we're in a bit of a leg up. That's why we've been using a lot of energy. We're going to be going through a building energy. And people think, even though the facts are right in front of your eyes of these are how markets work, they go, nah, gold's just going to keep going up. John, what are you talking about? Those people saying, I hope gold keeps going up because I just bought call options yesterday. If you did, you're really going to have a short trading career. Anyway, so the purpose of me saying what I'm saying here is this. Whenever we do go through these different phases, I've noticed that if we go through this sort of phase through here, right? It goes through that there, it has a bit of a move to the upside, and then we start to go through, you know, bit of a sideways range, bit of an energy building phase, building energy, and energy using phase. Here's the thing. One thing I've noticed is that a lot of the time, not all the time, let's actually go to this one here. See my short-term moving average, my 9 moving average here? Check out this. I've noticed that the market will stay above, in this energy using phase, it'll stay above the 9 moving average, but as soon as we start to get below it, right here, that's when we start to go through this energy building phase. So let me let me show you what I mean here, right? This is obviously when we're in those legs there, right? So let me show you what I mean here. And this is also something I use when I'm looking at, managing my trade properly, right? When I'm looking to manage my trade. So let me bring this up here, right? So look at this here. So as you can see that, let's go back to here. I'm just trying to bring up, look at this here. So as this market went up, the market went up through there. And as we broke below, we went through the sideways. Look at this here. See how it stayed above it, stayed above it, stayed above it. And then as soon as we got below it, we went through what? That energy building phase. This could be a week. This could be 2 weeks. Then we start the next leg up. Look at this here. Stays above it, stays above it, stays above it, stays above it. And as soon as we get below it, we start what? The energy building phase. The energy building phase starts there. The energy building phase starts there. And this big drop start there. Now, why is that important to us right now? If we're trying to see when these energy building phases coming. Now, again, if you're an investor, you are buy and hold. This is short-term stuff. This means it's not going to go sideways for a week and then maybe go back up again, right? If you're an investor, I mean you buy and hold. Don't be looking at short-term technical analysis, right? But if you're a trader like this guy, or I do both, but let's just focus on trading for now, then look what's been happening here. It's been staying above the 9 moving average all the way up, up. And now look what's happening. For the first time in 2 months, we are getting a sign that not the top is in. No. What are we getting a sign of? We're getting a sign right now in this particular chart on gold. Gold game over for now. And what that simply means is that we're likely to spend now some time building a lot of volatility. So we're either going to go through a few different phases, right? We're either going to go through one of these phases again. We're likely to go through one of these phases again, right? Or we could just go through, when the market goes up, we could just get a nice healthy pullback to create the higher low, because that's how markets work, right? They don't just go up. It doesn't just go up and up and up and up and up. That doesn't happen, right? If that does happen, if we do that, then what can end up happening is if we start to go too vertical, that's called bubble. And if that happens and you're in gold, get ready for what? This here. That's what you don't want to see. So if you're a gold investor, if you're bullish long-term, if you're bullish this gold market through here, and you say gold's going to keep going up, here we go, right? Here we go. You don't want it to keep going up. Why? Because by the way, this here, this was a vertical leg, this was a vertical leg. This is the biggest vertical leg we've seen. So yeah, we may get a little bit more upside to come, but the energy building phases, whenever we go through the energy using phase and then the energy building phase, this is 100%. This is when you got a full tank of energy. And this is when you run out of energy and you need to go refuel, right? I would say right now, this is probably the 20% left before we run out of empty. If we do get upside movement, we're trying to capture the last 20% before we start to see the downward leg. Right? So again, this is short-term technical analysis to give yourself a probability of what's likely to come. And this is why I say, guys, when focusing on gold game over for now, and get ready for something like that to happen or something like this to happen, because over the next probably couple of weeks, maybe even longer, we're likely to see a lot of volatility. We could get one of these phases through here, or it could just be a short-term little pullback for a week or two. And then after that, then away we go. But for now, on the short-term legs and swings and ups and downs, we've been in this really big energy using phase for quite some time. I've told you and I shared with you one simple technique by utilizing the 9 moving average. We're starting to get below it right now, which is telling me now this bull phase here, or this bull leg, is over for now, and we're now likely to start to go through one of these energy building phases. Now, remember guys, an energy building phase can either be up and sideways and then continuation, or it could be up and then down and then a continuation. So we can either get sideways or we get a pullback, But either one is likely to start to come.